Hey all, Kirsten here, and I just thought it would be fun to share one new thing that I'm currently trying in the small group world. And I think it has the potential to be incredibly successful. So I am always looking for ways that I can continue to collaborate with other departments, with other ministries, because I believe that if your department is succeeding, then that means groups is also succeeding. And what I mean by that really is we're so interconnected between worship and between kids and between prayer and missions, that we're so interconnected that what would it look like if our groups were engaged in different areas? So family groups, if they are actually, we have had a group that goes on mission, on an actual mission trip together. How cool is that? That would be an example of some overlap and some integration. But one of the things that we're working on right now is we're coming up to our fall launch, and fall is going to be here literally before we know it. And for the first time ever, we are going to do a expo, or a launch party, if you will, that is going to be for groups and for ministry teams at the same time. So essentially what we're saying is, if you've been a part of a ministry team and you've been serving with us for quite some time, but you haven't yet jumped into a small group, we'd love to help you connect in that area to go a little bit deeper in your relationships. If you, on the opposite side, have been involved in a small group, or you're a small group leader, and maybe you just don't know about some other opportunities to serve that work with your schedule, or opportunities to even serve in the community as a group, how cool is that we're going to have the opportunity to say, actually, we have people lined up that are currently serving on our ministry teams, and we would love for you to be able to partner with them, because we have a lot of flexibility on our ministry teams. You could serve once a month, even if that was accommodating for your schedule. So we're trying that out this September, and we're going to do a full-scale party for everybody. And it's just also going to just kind of reinforce and emphasize how we partner together, and how there are so many ways to jump into community at National Community Church. And so I'm excited, but I want to just encourage you to think about all of the details and think about all the pathways that people are entering your small groups at your church, and how important that is to be clear, and for it to be a simple process, to have enough people that can readily explain what it looks like to jump into a small group, to have enough people really give testimony to how their small group has impacted them. And I think of this one woman at our church, and she leads a small group for families, and they all bring over their kids, and she does family dinner style. But then she also serves on a Sunday morning on our First Impressions team, greeting with her two kids. And I tell you what, it is the joy every single Sunday, like such a joy to be able to see her kids put so many smiles on people's faces as they come through the doors. And then she uses that as an opportunity to invite people into her small group. So there are so many ways that we can continue to collaborate as an entire church, across our ministries, across our departments. And so just pay attention to the details this fall. And just an encouragement, if you haven't started planning for your fall launch yet, it's going to be here so soon. So I would encourage you to be able to plan now, so that you can maybe take some time for some rest later. So we're just so encouraged by all that the Lord is doing. And I just continue to pray blessing over you, blessing over your church, and blessing over your upcoming group launch.